family. I messed up today. It is 10:19 in the morning right now. I was up at 4. I was in my bed for like 20 minutes. I went on my phone. No excuses. I was irresponsible, and I fell back asleep, and here we are. On the other hand, I'm well rested, so good that we can start the day on that note. Today is day 12 of waking up every day at 4 in the morning until I'm rich. And today, ironically enough, I want to talk about how time is literally money. So I apologize for getting up this late. That's on me, like I said. But let's get the day started. I'm gonna make my to-do list, go to the gym in a little bit, and we'll keep going from there. Talk about how time is money. All right, it's 3:28 right now. Went to the gym, I hit some arms, got back, got some work done. A little bit earlier, I was starting to dive into how to sew and how to put my own pieces together for my clothing brand. So I was taking some notes on that. It's been a bit of a hectic day since I woke up so late, so I'm trying to cram everything into the hours I have left. But I did say, I want to make this as authentic as I can. I don't want to edit stuff out or make it seem like I'm just perfect every single day, because I definitely slip up. I'm not perfect. So I wanted to show you guys the real side of my grind and what I do without the cuts. So today I wanted to talk about how time is money. And now I'm sure everyone has heard this term throughout their lives, and it's most of the time when you're wasting time and someone says, hey, time is money. And what I always took that as was, the time you're wasting of mine, I could be making money. And I think that not just me, but other people might have interpreted it that way. But what I've come to see and hearing all these people talk about that stuff is time is literally money. So it's not that time equals money, it's that time is money, and the way you spend your time is almost as if you were spending money. Now, some of you guys might know this and be like, oh, this guy is dumb, whatever. But there's a lot of truth and inner meaning to that as well. So think of if you have $1,000 in your bank account. You can't get more, and you can certainly get less. Now, every single day is, for instance, $1. You have to spend that accordingly, right? Now, this bank account you have, you can never make more. You cannot make more time. You can't. You can adjust things so that more of the time is yours, but you can never add to that bank account. And now, for those of you who have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I know that they talk a lot about how the people who trade their time for money never end up getting to that higher level, or in general find that financial freedom and success. And that is purely because, like we're saying, there is no addition to the time we have. So even if you work, every single day making XYZ per hour, you will never be able to surpass the person who can make money in their sleep, whose money works for them, who they don't devote their time directly into making money and trading time for money. Now, I haven't read this book, that's next on my list, but I've heard a lot about it. I've watched summaries and everything, so definitely gonna give that a read pretty soon. But I know the concept of time for money, and you're not going higher than that. It's the classic example of the guy who owns a convenience store, right? Instead of hiring a manager, they work the manager position themselves. They make the money that they would have paid a manager, but in that exchange where they're trading their time for money, they're going to not be able to expand, get more convenience stores, gas stations, whatever. And from there, you can take something that you could own 10 gas stations and make 3 times the profit, while sacrificing, paying a manager for the first few years while you're not in that best of financial situations. And now the key to it all is to buy your time back. For most people, you can't just start off the bat with being able to devote as much time as you'd like to your craft or something that can eventually make you money while you're asleep, or getting traded your creative skill or your unique talent for money. Whereas most people are working a day job, they have to afford living. So the trick is to buy your time back. So I'm sure you guys have heard this from plenty of people, but you use your day job to fund the time that you go crazy and you just go all in on your dreams, which I'm doing right now. Now, why do you think these rich, successful people will hire, personal chefs, they'll get fast cars, they'll do these things to, what seems to be a convenience in their life, right? And sure, it's just a nice luxury to have, But at the same time, it's that they don't have to spend an hour every day preparing food. They can use that time to then make more money or to perfect their craft to then eventually have a huge payout. So, the fast cars, same thing. I'm sure you guys have heard the story from the guy from Top Gear whose father was sick. He got the call. He got in his car, I think it was a Porsche. He brought over the dinner he was making, which was chicken. He drove as fast as he could to the house. The chicken was still hot, and that's the moral of the story. It's like the thing that everyone talks about. And within 30 minutes, I think he said, his father had passed. So without that convenience of time, he would not have got to see his father still alive. So use your time sparingly. Know that when you trade your time for something, you are paying that activity or energy, essentially. It's the law of compensation. The more things you do and the energies you put yourself into, the energy you exert on something, the more it will reward you. So the more energy you put into something, the more time you focus on your craft, the better the payout will be. So use your time as if you are spending money every day, every hour, every minute, which is, like I said, why these wealthy people will afford these expenses, these chefs, to save them even minutes. Your time is valuable, and it is currency, literally, except you can never make more. You will only have less in time. So I hope I helped one person out there. I know it was kind of a short video today, but if you guys like this stuff, feel free to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.